Alright, let's see if the stream is kicked off. Hopefully it isn't. Hopefully it's not going to take too long, I guess. Hopefully it'll pop up to the channel. And what do you know? It actually did. Perfect. Yep, and my audio is also working accordingly as well. Perfect. So the stream is up and the chat is up as well, up and running. So we're all good to go. Good to see. Hello everyone and welcome to round 11 of the Formula Endurance Championship here on Race Spec Esports. I am K997, your lead commentator for this event. This time we are racing at the Marina Bay Street Circuit for the Singapore Grand Prix. This track was first introduced back in 2008. It also became the first ever night race here in Formula 1. It also was the it also has had some long history of being one of the longest racetracks ever in terms of length, and also a bit of controversy. Don't want to mention too much about what happened in 2008 with Crashgate. But anyway, this track consists of 5.063 kilometers and 23 turns and 3 DRS zones. The first DRS zone leads at the exit of turn 23, that leads down into turn 1 basically, which is also one of the primary overtaking spots. The other one is at the exit of turn 5, that leads down Raffles Boulevard into turn 7. And then the final one at the exit of the hairpin of turn 13 through the Innocent Bridge, that leads into turn number 14. Ideally, turns 1 and 7 are going to be the more ideal overtaking spots. Turn 14 is possible as well, but it can be a bit tricky at times. Now, I did mention in some parts in that intro that this track, yes, has a reputation of being one of the longest races in the Formula 1 schedule, mainly because of how slow and technical this track is. And also because, and if it rains, well, we're in for a very long race by not just me in the commentary, but in the commentary box, but also for mainly the drivers out on track. So far, it looks like we haven't got that for at least for qualifying. That's at least a good thing to see. But yeah, hopefully we won't get that in the race. It does tend to, of course, get quite wet here in Singapore since we are close to the equator. But yeah, it has 23 turns, second most out of any track on the modern Formula 1 schedule. Although that will be changed in the upcoming race for the next Singapore Grand Prix, because that whole 90-degree corners of turns 15 to 19 are going to be cut out, and instead it's just going to be a long straight that leads into that technical bit that is 20 and 21. It'll be then turns 16 and 17 instead, but for now we're of course dealing with is just the normal layout. Now, before we go fully focusing into qualifying, I would say there would be some news to go through as far as incidents, but the farthest incident reports that have been come out was from back in Italy, even though there's been incidents that were reported in Mexico, but unfortunately it hasn't been there has been no verdict that's come forth by the stewards on that. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. Although the standings have been updated, thank goodness, after having weeks of not having it updated, this is what I'm going with because this is what I've got. So, currently in the Drivers' Championship, it is Plebs that leads the way on 272 points, followed by Spicy in second with 238 points. It's 34 points separating between those two in the championship. And since this is the penultimate round, if Spicy does not outscore Plebs by 3 points or more, Plebs will become Drivers' Championship for Formula Endurance. Outside of that is Bags Liddell in third with a whopping 134 points, about 138 behind Plebs. Yeah, that's a big difference because it's been Spicy and Plebs being the big time class of the field here in this series. In fourth is Shinbin with 131 points, followed by Lane Everingham in fifth with 110. Wash Data in sixth with 96, followed by Steely in seventh with 81. Prezzo in 8th with 76, followed by Slammer in 9th with 68. And then Riz and Sean rounds off the 10 with 46 points. Constructors' Championship, it's Alfa Romeo leading the way on 353 points, followed by Red Bull Racing with 314. So it's still a bit of a neck-and-neck race in some cases with Red Bull and Alfa Romeo, but it looks like Alfa Romeo could have a bit of a shot to steal the championship tonight. In third is Mercedes-Benz with 169 points, followed by McLaren in fourth with 158. Aston Martin are in fifth with 151. Williams in sixth with 117. Alpine in seventh with 102. Then AlphaTauri are in eighth with 74. Ferrari in ninth with 39, and then Haas with 16 rounds it off. And good news from Lane Arian that he has just told me is that it is bone dry all the way. That is very nice to see indeed. So we will have no wet weather interference here. So that means I won't have to ramble about any sort of BS. But we got a couple of times on the board, not too many. Currently leading the way is Broke Vegan with a 1 minute 37.484. That's now along with his teammate Andre with a 1 minute 39.8. And Dan the Racer with a 1 minute 43.0. Of course, we'll see those times go a little bit quicker as the session goes goes along. Bags Liddell goes to second, 1 minute 38.722. And let's see here. Mashes on flying laps. Steely making his way around the hairpin. I also need to get the telemetry and all the other valuable stuff up as well. Yeah, we'll see what he does here. Coming up to the middle sector. Well, 6.2 from Steely. How about from Mash? What is he up to here? It says he's purple, apparently. Well, we'll keep our eye on the McLaren, see how he does as he makes his way to these cascade of 90-degree corners. I absolutely hate these corners around here in Singapore. Underneath the grandstand we go through 18 and 19. And there's yellows are out. That's just for an Alpine, I guess, getting out of the way of a Ferrari. Through the another 90-degree corners of 20 and 21, up to 22 and 23. Steely goes to fourth with a 140.0. Mash goes to the top with a 1 minute 37.001. So he cements himself to the top by just, well, close to half a second, as Lane Everingham has crashed, I believe. Let's see here. His car was back over where the Anderson Bridge is. And yeah, he's out of qualifying. He's not going to start in his famous P10 that he always does. He'll be starting towards the back from what it looks like. Ouch. So probably my guess is that he must have lost control of the exit of turns 11 and 12, and then yeah, Beckett just said no, and yeah, out around he went. Reshi, meanwhile, is on the medium compound side. I've just noticed as well. Since he is closest to doing a lap, we'll use him, I guess. And yeah, give you a proper tour of the racetrack here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit. As he makes his way around the final two turns, we'll begin his first flying lap. Down the main straightaway, up towards the first quarter. Peak speed, about nearly 296 kilometers per hour. Through turn 1, turn 2, into turn 3, fourth gear. Maybe missing the apex a little bit there. He's actually downshifted as soon as he reached the exit of the corner. Through turn 4, up to turn 5, through the right-hander, down to 4th. And now up the gears as he exits out turn 5. Down Raffles Boulevard, opens DRS, through the kink of turn 6, into turn 7 we go. Into the braking down at turn 7, down to 4th gear. His entry speed was about 302 kilometers an hour. Down to 3rd at turn 8. Now heads up towards turn 9, down to 4th. And then keeps it a 4th there around turn 9. Now through what used to be the Singapore Sling, which caught a lot of drivers off guard in the past. From the years of 2008 to 2012. Through the Anderson Bridge, now into the hairpin, down to 3rd, maybe missing the apex again. There at the exit of turn 13. Down the 3rd DRS straight, now heads up to turn 14. Again, it says that he's purple to the middle sector. Now to turn 15, down to 3rd, uses all the inside curve there. Uses a little bit of the curve as well at 17. And now down to turn 18, 19, 4th gear, underneath the grandstand. Up to turns 20 and 21, underneath the freeway bridge. And then we'll reach the final corner of the final 2 turns of the racetrack. Up to the line, will set a 1 minute 39 flat. Puts himself into 4th place, at least for now. Slab's our championship leaders, making his way around Atlap. Dutchy getting ready as well. Slammer, looks like, I think you're pushing, are you? Yes, you are pushing. coming through the 90-degree turns of turn 16, 17 into turn 18, 19. Down to third, underneath the grandstand. Keeps in the third, modulates the throttle there. Up to now, turns 20 and 21. Down to third, short shifting up to fourth. Mid-apex at turn 21. Now up to the final 2 turns. Around the final corner. And we'll set a 1 minute 38.308. Just to make sure what tires everyone's at. Okay, so Bags is on mediums. That makes a lot of sense why his time's around there. Yeah, because I know Bags is a little bit quicker than that. Reshi's on mediums, and Andre is another driver that did that time on the medium tires. Everyone else has done their laps on the softs. Okay. Alright, Mr. Race Spec, what have you got in store for us as he makes his way through turn 8? Down to third, short shifting up to fourth at the exit of turn 8. Up to turn 9, down to fourth gear. Nicely done. Got the car nicely rotated there at the exit of turn 9. Now to the former Singapore slate, down to fifth gear. Modulating the throttle there. Down to fourth, finding as much traction as he possibly can. Through the Innocent Bridge. A little bit of a lock up, and he might have missed the apex just a little bit there. Didn't really get close as he wanted to, I think. Now he heads down to turn 14. Down to third gear, short shifting up to fourth. He's also purple according to the mini-map. And we'll head up towards now the final, not the final corners. The 90-degree corners, I should have said. Now into the grandstand we go. Clips the, oh, I think the back end might have stepped out just a little bit there for Plebs. Oh, my goodness, he is really clobbering the curves there, my goodness. Clobbered all the curve there, the final sector. Well, let's see what the time is. Around the final turn, it's only a 38.2 for Mr. Race Spec. Broke Vegan, meanwhile, is up by half a second. This definitely will be topping the time sheet. And what do you know, it does. 1 minute 36.779. He improves just about 7/10 of a second. And Spicy, meanwhile, follows behind with a 1 minute 37.401. And Dutchy goes to third, 1 minute 37.148. So currently, it's Broke Vegan on top of Mash by about 2/10 of a second. Just nearly 2/10 of a second. So very, pretty much, pretty close. Game equal, not fun. I understand your pain, Lane. That's how I feel when I've raced in the America Series. Trust me. Oh, hello, there's a Ferrari following behind an Aston Martin. Who is that? Is that supposed to be Andre? No, that's not Andre. That's Vegan. That's behind. Meanwhile, though, he is up by over a second. I think that's what it said. And hello there, ACW, by the way. Around the final turn comes Andre. And we'll go to set a 1 minute 37.740. 37.740, if I said that correctly. Jinbin. He has not set a lap time yet. I know how quick he can be. Let's see what he does here. Big speed, about 293 kilometers an hour, as I expect. Especially you need around max downforce for a track like this here at Singapore. Through turn 3, through turn 4, now into turn 5 we go. Down to the fourth gear. Short shifting up to fifth gear at the mid-apex of turn 5. Down towards Raffles Boulevard. Let's see what the clock says for Jinbin. A 26.844. That's actually quick to the first sector. And I think that is legit purple sector as well. And here he goes around turn 9. Down to fourth. Modulates the throttle. Oil of control, and meanwhile has crashed out. That is at, that looks like to be at turn 14, I think. There is an Aston Martin that's arriving to the scene. I think that would be Bags Littell. See what we can see what happened to him. What? He's crashed up the. How have you done that? How have you done? Wait, what? He's crashed at the entry of it. How you done that? Seriously. I thought he might have crashed at the the wall, at the tire barrier. The tire barrier at the exit of 14. No, he crashed at the entry. I've never seen that before. Okay. I seriously have never seen that. Okay. Well, meanwhile, Jinbin, he's coming to the final 2 turns. See if he can beat Vegan's time of a 36.7. He does exactly that. A 1 minute 36.693 is what he sets. Let's see if Bags Liddell, I think, did he improve? Yes, he did. He did a 1 minute 37.634. See, watch data. He's down by 15 thousandths, but it says he's purple to the middle sector. Whether that's legit or not, we'll wait and see. But I have seen how quick watch data can be. Let's see if he's got enough in the tank. He's also low on battery, I've noticed, and he's also low on fuel. I can tell from the flashing fuel icon. I think the wisest thing for him to do would maybe go into the pits and get on a new set of tires. Oh no, he's going to carry on the lap. Okay. Well, let's see what he does. Around the final turn. 37.3 for watch data. I guess so, ACW. I guess I better appreciate. It. Just appreciate how he did that. Well, speaking of someone that spinned it, Jinbin's broken his front wing, and with the time on the clock, he's not gonna have time to get back. So I think that's disqualifying done for Mr. Jinbin. And I think I could say the same for Bags Liddell. Yeah, because, yeah, look at the time. We've got 2.5 minutes left on the clock. And knowing this track, too, it is a very long out-lap as well. So, yeah, no, there's definitely no way that they'll have enough time. Reshi, meanwhile, is up by... Oh, he was up, but not anymore. He spins at the age of the final turn. He was up by over 0.6 of a second. But unfortunately, because of that spin, he lost all that time. So that's bye-bye to your lap. And what is this traffic jam I'm seeing here? You got an Alpine that's Banana getting past that Alpine, and then there's a Ferrari, I think. Yeah, Jinbin's done. Well, the best he can hope for is the top spot. That probably is vegan. Yeah, I think that's vegan there. The other Ferrari. Yeah, interesting top of the time. I didn't think this would be the top time, people at the top, to be honest. I was expecting more of like the drivers that have a fight towards the... What on earth are these two doing here? Vegan and that Alpine. Who is that other Alpine? Is that Slammer? No, it's not Slammer. So, wait. I don't know. Watch data is retired from the session. Fair enough. Well, Slammer, meanwhile, is on a flying lap. Oh, that was Dan the Racer. How silly of me. But what were those two doing, then? I was just trying to figure out who the other Alpine was, and I forgot Dan the Racer was the other Alpine. Anyway, let's see what Slammer's up to. He's on a flying lap. He's currently, right now, sitting in 11th with a 1 minute 38.3. He is up by just over 1/10 of a second to the first sector. Let's see if Spicy, he's coming up towards the first sector as well. Let's see what the time will be. The clock says for Spicy, he's down by 19 thousandths. Ruffy is on a lap, he's getting ready. Mash, can he find any time to the first? Yes, he's up by just over 1/10 of a second. And he's actually beating what was Jinbin's top time for the first split, because he was at a 26.844. Mash just at a 26.825. Meanwhile, Spicy coming around the hairpin. Oh, I think it was just a little bit of understeer from what it looked like to me from Spicy. And he's still down. He's only down by 24 thousandths. Slammer, what about you? You're up by over 1/10.5 as he makes his way towards 20 and 21. And the clock has reached triple zeros. This will be your final laps from all the drivers. Around the final turn comes Slammer, and it will be a 137.974. Spicy, can he find any improvement on his lap? Let's see what he can do. Up to the final 2 turns, to the line. Does he improve? Yes, he does. 1 minute 37.2. I think he might be a bit disappointed with that, though. What about Mash, though? He's coming up to the line. Up by nearly 4/10, over 4/10, and he's improved by 7/10. 1 minute 36.295. Very nice lap indeed. But Vegan's coming behind him as well. He's up by 3/10 of a second. Oh, he nearly grazes the wall there at 21. Can Vegan snatch pole for Mash around the final turn? No, he can't. He loses out by 2/10 of a second. A 1 minute 36.476. How about Plebs? He's coming up to the line. Can he get pole? No is the answer. 1 minute 36.941. And that is qualifying done. Mash on pole position here for the Singapore Grand Prix. 1 minute 36.294. Beating out Vegan's time by nearly 2/10 of a second. Very close qualifying between those two. Vegan though just missing out. Jinbin though, yeah, that one lap though wasn't good enough. Only will start third though. He'll be on the second row along with our championship leader Plebs. Dutchy will start fifth. Spicy will be in sixth, just behind Plebs, so he won't be too far away. He'll be starting on the third row. Andre in seventh, followed by Wash Data, Bags Liddell, Roscoe Arm, Slammer, Rushing, Banana Cake Pie, Steely, Dan the Racer, and starting from the back will be I Love Controller and Lane Everyhow because they crashed out during qualifying. Alright, well, race time we come. Now, since this is Formula Endurance, normally a 50% race around here would be 31 laps. In this sort of occasion, it's 61 laps. So yeah. We're going to be in for a pretty long race. Thankfully, though, like I mentioned, there is no rain involving this race. So, thank the Lord above that we don't have to deal with it. Or whatever whatever racing gods are up there. I'm sure that also makes those opposing pit crews along the pit lane ecstatic as well. It's funny how that's still a thing. After like, what, 1 or 2 months? Ever since that that new update came with the Alpha, the 2023 Alfa Romeo, or whatever. Oh, can't wait for 23. All right. Well, let's see what everyone's going to be on in terms of tires. I imagine we'll see white walls around here. I see a few mixed. Let's see here. Oh! No, that is not what I expected. Okay. Definitely not what I expected. Okay, so the top two, Mash and... Oh, as Bananas disqualified himself from the formation lap. Well, have fun with colored mediums there, Banana. Mash and Broke Vegan in the top two on the medium compound tire. Sorry, on the medium compound tire. Jinbin and Players are on soft tires for the start of this race. Now, if memory serves me correct, I thought the soft tire was useless around here. Unless it's different for a 100% race. I don't know. I guess that's the only one way to find out. Dutchy in fifth. He'll be starting on the medium compound tire. Spicy is in sixth. He is the lonesome salami on the hard compound tire, or as actually what Lane would call him beforehand, the lonely salami. Andre is in seventh. He is on the medium tires. Same with Watch Data. Bags Liddell. Excuse me. I have a voice crack. Bags Liddell as what on earth's happened to the Ferraris there? This looks like something's happened there at the Anderson Bridge. Roscoe Arm is in 10th, followed by Slammer, Reshing, and then, like I mentioned, Banana Cake Pie in 13th, who disqualified himself on the formation lap. Steely 14th, followed by Dan the Racer, All Off Control, and Lane Arian will start from the very back of the grid. Those remaining drivers will start on the medium compound tire. Only 2 drivers on the softs, and 1 lonely salami on the hards. Yes, thank you, Lane, for also that quote as well from when you said that the French Grand Prix for Pacific Tier 1. So there was a bit of a something with the Ferraris, because yeah, Vegan's way further back than where he should be. Doesn't matter anyway, we're just about to line up anyway here. We got a 17 car field at least, it's not too bad, at least for a 100% race. It's definitely better than nothing, I would say. Now Vegan's got his car very interesting position here. He's pointing more towards the right. He wants to try to get aggressive on the start of Mash, but Mash, as you can see, he's pointing his car to the left. So that's so he can cover off Vegan off the start. He will have the racing line. We've got 61 laps in front of us. 5 red lights for the Singapore Grand Prix, and it is go here at Singapore. Oh, it's a bit of a shaky start from the McLaren of Mash. It's 4 abreast into the first corner. Broke Vegan. Oh, there's contact between him and Plebs. Broke Vegan has spun. Plebs takes the lead of the race. Oh my goodness me, as his car is shuffling everywhere. Oh, there's carnage in the midfield, I think. Oh, I think I saw a bit of bodywork that came off. I'm not sure from who, though. But Mash is at a horrid start. He's down to last. Vegan's down to second last. Plebs and him made contact at the first corner. It's Plebs and Jinbin that are now 1 and 2. Watch Day is up to third. Where did you come from? Gee whiz. Oh, and Slammers is at a moment too. And there's bodywork from him as well, I think. There is a bit of bodywork. I'm not sure if it's from him. Vegan down to 13th. Steely down the... Oh, goodness me. Down the inside. Banana and Rashid. Oh, goodness me. That might end in tears. Oh, it's down the racers. Oh, he's crashed. He hit head first into the wall there at the Singapore Sling. He's out of the race. Vegan's out of the race too. He's crashed out as well. Virtual safety car. That happened to the Anderson Bridge. Goodness me. We only did about half the lap and there was chaos. Literally everywhere we saw. Holy moly. The top two that were starting on the grid, Mash and Vegan. Mash down to 15. Vegan out of the race. Didn't even last nearly over a quarter of the lap. So who got damaged though? I did see bodywork. I think one of them I saw was a Red Bull. So Bags got damaged. Steely is coming in as well. Spicy, oh, and Spicy's at the back of Steely. He's got no front wing. Banana 2 got damaged as well, probably from all that melee that happened. Oh no, Banana's doing a tactical stop. He didn't change his front wing. Okay. Yeah, Steely had damage. Mash, yeah, he definitely had damage for sure. What on earth was that first lap? My God. And we're back at a green flag conditions again. What? That is insane. Watchdate has gained 5 places. Lane's gained 9. He started from last. He's up to 8th place. All of Control has started from 16. He's up to 9th. My goodness. Oh, there we go. Right, so it's Plebs that leads. Although, yeah, he made contact with Vegan on the first couple of corners, which then led to Vegan going down the field. So it's from Plebs, Jinbin, Watch Data, Dutchy, who's in 4th, then it's Andre, the other Ferrari, Roscoe, Rasheen Lane, Oil of Control, and Slammer. That is your top 10. As we end lap 2 of 61 here at Singapore. Jinbin sets the fastest lap with a 45.526. As DRS is also enabled. As Rasheen goes into pit lane. He must have suffered some damage. Slammer now sets fastest lap. Alright, DRS will now be enabled. Oh, I think Sinbin might have hit the wall there from what it looked like on that angle. Although it didn't look like it affected him too much. Here he comes. Not close enough though to attack Plebs. That'd be the wise thing to do, is not to attack just quite yet. You've got you've got a long journey, my guys. 60, just over 60 laps ahead of you. So yeah. Rashid to the pits. Banana back into the pit lane. Okay, maybe he actually did suffer damage. Maybe the pit crew didn't change it for him. Maybe he got like light damage or something. Yeah, I've seen that happen before, where if you get light damage and you want to get your front wing changed, you can't have it on auto. You have to put it to yes, so that your crew can change your front wing. It's very stupid, I know, but that's just how the game works. So yeah, Banana's now down to last, unfortunately. Spicy's now taking his teammate for 11th place. Alright. Through the 90-degree corners. Fair credit in the medium runners, so Data and Dutchy, they're still keeping touch with Plebs and Jinbin at least. As Plebs now sets the fastest lap with a 142.7. Yeah, the top two though need to get out of that DRS range from Watch Data. They don't want that Mercedes to keep up with them with DRS. Jinbin though is close. He's gonna use that battery and the DRS. Here he comes to the right hand side. Plebs covers the inside. That's it. Oh, he parks the bus at the exit of 7. That was actually good defending though, I will say. I think it was fair for what he did. Spicy now sets fast up with a 42.7. He's down at 11th. At this rate that everything's going, yeah, this could be definitely championship over. And Plebs would be your champion. Your driver's champion, that is. Yeah, not great starts for him at least. For Spicy, that is. Data, Dutchy though is losing a bit of touch to Watch Data. About just over a second separating the top 3. That's Banana back into pit lane. What is happening to you? Another front wing change. Yep, front wing change again. He's going to be lapped in a minute, I think. Because the leaders are about to come his way. Man, we're at 4 laps and already he's about to be lapped. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, what a catch though by Jinbin. He had all the he used all the curve there. The car nearly lost it on him. Great catch. My goodness. Alright, heading up towards now turn 4 into 5 we go. You don't want to use up too much of your battery either. It's not very easy to conserve your battery around the place like Singapore. And mainly because there isn't too many heavy braking zones to have pretty much. They usually, well, they can be heavy braking zones. A couple of them are heavy braking, but they're mainly medium braking zones. Alright, through the Anderson Bridge. Around the hairpin, up towards now turn 14. DRS open again for the top 3. The top 3 being Jinbin and Data right behind Plebs, that is, with DRS. And yet Dutchy has lost ground to the top 3, so he's a bit of a lonely island at this point. Alright, up towards now turns 20 and 21. What will Jinbin do in this scenario here? Will he attack Plebs? He's been looking to do so. Just hasn't had any good runs coming out of turn 5. That will be his best chance, is to get him at turn 7. Let's see. Through turn 5 we come. Plebs gets a good exit. Look at the traction he got there out of that corner. Look at the speed even, too. He broke away by just nearly a tenth through there. All the traction in the world Plebs had there around that corner. Meanwhile, they're behind these two. Data's just sitting there minding his own business. What has he got in terms of battery? Oh, he's got plenty of battery. He's got about, what is that, maybe about 65%, 70%? 71%. That was fairly close. It was a good educated guess. As Bro Vegan has left the session. Qualified in seconds. Out after just over a quarter of the lap. Very unlucky. I think Vegan will not be happy about what happened between him and Plebs at the first court. Four pressed at one point with the top four out around that area. Just insane to watch. Alright, Jinbin, does he line up an attack on Plebs? Back onto the main straightaway up towards the first corner. Jinbin doesn't really have a great deal of battery himself. He's got about less than half compared to Plebs, who has got, looks like about 25%, I reckon. So here, can he get a good run here out of turn 5? No, Plebs got all the traction he needed to pull just a little bit, by just about a few hundredths. And he's not close enough to attack. Meanwhile, they're behind. Roscoe Arm is lining up an attack on Andre, heading up towards turn 7. Andre covers him off. Roscoe Arm, though, not close enough. And Roscoe Arm has definitely used up his battery, too. You can definitely tell from his flashing light on the back of the Alpha Tauri. And then in the background, then that's his teammate Bernard, but he is a lap down. He's going to have to pray for a safety car at some point to come out during a pit window for some of the drivers. Oh, Jesus. Andre has really missed that apex there at turn 13. Roscoe trying to get the run, not close enough, though, to attack Andre into turn 14. Like I mentioned, it is one of the overtaking spots on the racetrack, but just cannot find a way by there at turn 14. Meanwhile, though, up towards the front, it's right now just about a 4/10 margin between Plebs and Jinbin. Data still keeping company, not really pushing, he's just sitting back enjoying the show, it seems, with those two in front of him. Yellows are out. Mashes. Oh, is it? No, it's Resching, the Red Bull that spun, actually. Spinning at the exit of turn 13, around the hairpin. And he drops down to 13th place because of that. Jinbin, again, not close enough to attack. Oh, but he goes off the road there a little bit there at the curb. At the exit of turn 7. Could have been a warning, I think. Knowing the game, it probably did give him a warning. Spicy now sets another fastest lap of 1 minute 42.6. He's right now currently sitting in 11th. Yeah, he's a long, long way behind his rival, Plebs, who is currently occupying the race lead. That's a bit close between front wing and rear diffuser between Jinbin and Plebs at 13. Jinbin was close. Alright. A little bit of a lockup as well, I heard there. From Jinbin's car. Through the grandstand. Now it's to the other 90-degree turns of turns 20, 21 into 22 and 23 we go. Half a second. Sorry, half a second. Separates the top two. And again, not close enough though to attack. Roscoe on though, he might be lining up a move here, I think. Into the first corner, does he? No, I don't think so. No, he's not close enough though to attack. Into turn 2, turn 3. He needs a good run. No, that's not gonna be it there. Not by doing that, Roscoe. Not by losing the back end at turn 3, you're not gonna go run. Speaking of a good run, no, actually I spoke too soon. Plebs though is out of battery. Roscoe, here he comes. No, he doesn't commit. He's not close enough, apparently. Oh, I thought he would have been close enough to attack Andre, but I guess he didn't. Yeah, so far it's just, we've got 2 battles really on track. Really, it's just Andre and Roscoe are. And then you got the battle for the lead between Plebs, Jinbin, and Washdare. No Spicy involved into the mix. Usually it'd be a battle between Spicy and Plebs. As I've seen from previous times, I've only raced once in this series, but commentary-wise, I've always seen it's usually Spicy and Plebs towards the front every single time. Well, this time it's just Plebs occupying the lead, but he's got Jinbin and Watch Data for company this time. Who are also quick drivers, I'll give them credit for. From what I've seen, they're actually pretty darn quick. Alright, will Jinbin line up a move on Plebs? He just eats good runs. Turn 3, Plebs look like he got the better run there. Turn 3. Yellows are out again. That might be for Steely, I think. That's what the yellow flags came from. Well, Jinbin not really close enough to attack Plebs into turn 7. Roscoe, though, he is close to line up a move. Looks to the right hand side, and Andre just gives it up. Doesn't bother fighting him at turn 7. Roscoe seemed to have the better pace, and now he's moving himself up into 5th place. Meanwhile, though, top 3 still close. About nearly a second, over a second separates these 3. Through the 90-degree turns of 16, 17. I'm glad actually this bit will be gone. Such an unnecessary bit as well. I'm glad it'll be just one long straight. That's then we'll reach into this little area here of these little cascade of 90-degree turns. What's a Hermit Toga drum than 90-degree turns? Name me a better combination. Jinbin not close enough to attack into turn 1. Can he line up a move into turn 3? Leo turn 5. No, that's a bit of a twitch. Jesus. I think he might be close enough this time. He got a better run than Plebs did. Plebs had a shocking run. And through goes the McLaren. He's now into the race lead. Jinbin now takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. Now Jinbin just needs to, no pun intended, bin the position pretty much. I've seen how quick he is, but I've seen times where he does tend to have a bit of binny moments, I guess you could say. That's something you don't want to do. But right now he's doing a pretty decent job. Dave's just sitting back watching the show. Yellows are out, rushing a spun, this time at the main straightaway. And through goes Steely. Up to 13th he goes. Deary me. Oh my goodness! Did Jinbin go off the track? He did go off the track. He loses the spot. He actually caught it at least before he hit the wall. But he loses first place. And it's now been gift wrapped into Plebs. The one thing I said not to do, and that's almost what he did at turn 16. Nearly binned it into the wall. Yeah, he's fortunate he caught that. Jeez, the commentator's curse is definitely real. Alright, well, it'll be part 2 this time of trying to overtake Plebs. Here he comes, DRS, no battery use. No, he's not going to get him this time. Although he did have a look at one point. But, yeah, no, he wasn't close enough. Meanwhile, though, Andre is still keeping up with Roscoe on. Roscoe hasn't really pulled away, in fairness. Still keeping up with the AlphaTauri. At least Banana will still be somewhat of this mix. Unfortunately, just still a lap down. He's 45.8 seconds behind the next car. Poor guy. Welcome back to your endurance racing, Banana. Yeah, he used to be a full-timer, and then he went to reserve. For endurance racing. The AlphaTauri was the car that he drove for before he got to reserve. I think Clunky Boy took his spot. Of course, Clunky Boy ain't here. Alright, through the 90-degree turns of 20 and 21. Through 22, 23. Jinbin not close enough into turn 1. Needs to get good runs out of turns 2 and 3. It looks like he's done exactly that, as I think Steely's had a moment or something. Alright, here we go. Will Jinbin go for another overtake? It looks like he's going to try again. He's got the run. Plevzo trying to cover the outside. Jinbin to the inside. And he goes through again. He now retakes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. Watch Dea, though, had a moment there. He looked like he had a moment to get by Plebs. Had the run out of turn 7, but he just didn't have the room to overtake him. He stays behind, wisely stays behind. You don't need to fight, really, if you're in Dea's position. You have the medium tires. You can follow the drivers behind you, or in front of you, I should say. They're on soft tires, but they're probably now more to the point they're worn at this point. Alright, Data. He was looking for a move, not close enough. Alright, Jinmin, can you get through 16 and 17 without bidding into the wall? Yes, he does. He actually made it through this time. Well done. Rushing, though, has not. He's crashed out at the main straightaway. I think that is. Or did he crash, or did he retire in the pits? No, I think that's a retirement in the pits. I take that back. Plebs, though, is coming into the pit lane. So, we'll see what tire he'll go onto. I'm gonna guess he's gonna go onto a two-stop strategy. I think. Can the two-stop work around here? I'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Plebs. Yep, medium tires. So, yeah, he is going for a two-stop. Rushing leaves the session. You're partially right about that. The Pep. Dutchy has closed up a little bit, but he's not within a DRS range to fight against Wash Data. But yeah, he closed up, I think, thanks to the battling that was involved with Plebs and Jinbin. That tends to happen whenever drivers battle each other, of course. Alright, so Plebs right now has come out in 8th. He's right behind I Love Controller. Yeah, he needs to get by him as quickly as he can. He doesn't want to be stuck behind traffic. What he needs to get is clear air, and then put the hammer down. If I'm Jinbin right now, I would go and respond to this and go onto a set of medium compound tires. Jeez, and he went sideways there. 17. Yeah, because of that mistake there, watch Deus closed up a bit. Alright, if I were him, get into the pit lane now. And that's exactly what Shinbin is doing. He's going to the pits. Now, what will he do exactly? We saw Plebs go to the medium tire, so he's on a 2-stop. What about Jinbin? What is he going to do? He's going to follow the exact same strategy. Medium tire is at the go, and away goes the McLaren. Now, keep your eyes on Plebs. Where is he right now? He's coming towards the final couple of turns. He's right behind I Love Controller. The McLaren's making his way to the pit lane exit. Will he get in front? The answer is yes. Only just though. Oh, gee whiz. This Plebs was nearly on the back of him. I think because he was stuck by I Love Controller, that's cost him time. I Love Controller will get DRS. Here comes Plebs though. He's not going to mess around at all. He wants to get by him as quickly as he can. And get to Jinbin, and there he goes. Plebs now overtakes him there. Alright, new lead change then. Watch Day is now your race leader. Dutchy is in second, Roscoe, Andre, and Lane Everingham. That is your top 5. They have yet to make a pit stop. So yeah, these two will definitely be rapid. I'm probably going to imagine Watch Day is going to go on a 1-stop strategy, so probably will go on to the hard tire. Or will he go for a medium stop strategy? Will he go for a 2-stop as well? I mean, we definitely know what Jinbin and Plebs are doing. It's definitely a soft medium they're doing, no question. But from previous experiences I've done with 100% races, 2-stop strategies actually tend to work in some sense. It's just much quicker if you do so. Not all tracks, but for some tracks. Like Hungary, for example, I know a 2-stop strategy can work. But for Singapore, I've got no idea. I literally have got no idea. Well, meanwhile, Jinbin is closed in on Lane Everingham, who has yet to make a stop. He will want to get by that Williams as quickly as he possibly can. We'll see if Lane puts up any sort of fight or if he'll know that, you know, this isn't his fight or whatever. It looks like, oh, Jinbin's going for it to the inside. Lane decides, yeah, no, you're not my fight, mate. Just go ahead. Although Lane's going to hold up Plebs just a little bit. Oh, gee whiz, does he break deep there. Alright, well, here comes Plebs. Lane 2 also backs out. He doesn't bother fighting. It's reasonable, you don't have to do that, since Lane is technically in a position to fight, but he knows his battles, though. So it's fair enough what you're doing. He knows that Jinbin and Plebs is not his fight. Roscoe shoots himself in the foot, a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. He is the first medium driver, I almost said rider, to go into the pit lane. Hard tires at the go for the AlphaTauri, and away he leaves. So he is going for a 1-stop strategy. Can those tires make it to the end, though? I'm not sure. He's going to have to do, what, about 45 laps? At least? Yeah, at least 45 laps. I think that's doable. At least. Yeah, because some hard tires and some tracks definitely can make an entire distance. That's one way of putting it. Yeah, Roscoe right now, he is down to 9th after that pit stop. But if he does decide to pit again, he has to serve a 5-second penalty. And right now, he's got a mad salami right behind him. Spicy. Who is on the medium tires. He has yet to make a pit actually, no, he has made a pit stop. I think he has yet to make a tire requirement change. Actually, no, he doesn't need to. Silly me. I forgot he started on the hard tire. He was actually the only driver that started on the hard tires. Lol, silly me. Silly me. Meanwhile, though, Jinbin's actually pulling up a nearly a second margin to Plebs. He really is starting to put up his foot on the gas, that's for sure. Plus, though, still has DRS, so he'll close up that gap just a little bit. Bit of a lock up there from Plebs. I did hear the bit of the tire rub. I don't think he'll get DRS though here. No, he won't, because the DRS detection zone, or detection line, sorry, detection point, goodness me, is at the exit of turn 4, which, yeah, he was over a second then, so, yeah, makes sense why he didn't get DRS. Yellows are out again. Let's see here. Was that for lane? I think it was. He must have done something. That's where the yellows came from. Who's also that behind? Is that Banana? Right behind those guys? No, it's not. That's Roscoe Arm, I think. Wait. Minus play tricks on me or something. I thought I saw an AlphaTauri close by. Yeah, there's the AlphaTauri there. That might be Banana, I guess, because I know he is lapped. Yeah, considering that Roscoe Arm is way too far away. Jinmin, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. He is not the first driver to have a actually, no, is he the first one to get 3 seconds? No, he's not. All controller got 3 seconds as well. Oh, right, he must have got that a lap before. I just didn't mention it. Well, that's a big blow for Jinbin. He now needs to pull off a gap. Well, he's trying to do that by saying fastest lap. Setting at 1 minute 41.670. Still got a bit of ways to go. Well, lap 19 of 61 here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit for the Singapore Grand Prix. Thankfully, there is no wet weather interference to deal with. It's just dry all the way throughout. And the field is truly well spread out. Like, quite literally. The more amazing bit is I'm surprised the incidents we had in the first lap did not result in a safety car. Which I am very amazed by. Yellows are out. That is for Andre, who was spun at the Anderson Bridge. Oh dear, oh dear. Mash gets himself a 5-second penalty for speeding. Through also goes Plebs and Jinbin to get by Andre as well. Mash had 17 laps on those softs. Wow, that's quite a distance, I guess. But well done to you, but unfortunately you're down at 13th. Man that was on pole for this race, even. Down at 13th place, and he's 35 seconds behind Steely. He definitely showed his raw pace in qualifying, but yeah, thanks to those lap 1 shenanigans, yeah. Just been a bit of a blow for the other McLaren. Meanwhile, this McLaren is currently in 3rd. And he's... Let's see, like now the gap between himself and our current race leader watched here is 15 seconds. I think if I remember correctly, it's over about 23 or 24 seconds you lose in the pits. So I think by then data would come out about 9 seconds behind Jinbin, I'm gonna say. Jinbin, though, is really putting the hammer down. Players is just, yeah, he's losing out. It's 1.8 seconds separating those two. These two were close in the first stints, but ever since they've gone to the medium tire, it seems like Jinbin's got the better advantage or something. Look at that, nearly 2 seconds now. Just nearly 2 seconds. Yeah, Jinbin's got some serious pace in that McLaren. Might as well go down to the field a little bit. We got Slam and I Love Controller close to one another. These two are separated by 7.5 Mash has retired in the pits. He has had enough. He now becomes our 4th retirement of this race. That is such a shame. The top 2 that qualified, Vegan and Mash, out. Andre, meanwhile, in the pits, he is going to the soft compound tire. So he is definitely going for a 2-stop. So he's probably going to go for like a medium, soft medium. Slammer, meanwhile, goes onto another set of medium compound tires and gets held up a little bit thanks to someone coming in. Oh no, that was Andre that was coming out. Silly me. That was the AI there of Mash there, as you saw Bags drive by. Because the AI is just dawdling about. Plus, meanwhile, has closed up to Jinbin a little bit. It was 1.9 seconds. It's now 1.4 seconds. Separating these two. Yeah, Plaz is trying to put the foot down. Put the pedal to the metal and try to close up. Down nearly a second. Maybe Jinbin might have made some mistakes somewhere, I reckon. Underneath the grandstand. Now heading up towards turns 20, 21. Still 1.2 seconds. He's not in range to get DRS, and he's lost 2/10 through that bit of corners alone. I thought he might have clobbered a little bit too much. Alright. Yeah, this field is well truly spread out. About more spread out than I actually ever imagined, if I'm totally honest. Steely has crashed out, I think. That looks like to be at the Edison Bridge. And we've got a safety car deployed. Full course safety car has been deployed. I think Watch Data just drove by. Dutchy's about to arrive to the scene. Yep, he has turned himself around at the Edison Bridge. Out of the race. Well, this now makes things a bit interesting now, does it? Let's see, this gap is right now 14.8 seconds. I think Jinbin should be able to overtake Watch Data, considering how long this pit lane is at Singapore. It's about a 60 kilometers an hour pit lane. I think Jinbin and Plev should be able to at least stay ahead of the Mercedes, unless I'm wrong, but we'll see. But yeah, now is the time for those medium runners to come in and get onto whatever tire they desire. Data is in the pits. Dutch also comes in. What will it be for him? Medium does again. He is not going for the one stop. He is going for a 2-stop strategy. Watch Data is. And Dutchy. Oh, it's more than just a pit stop. It's a front wing change as well. Excuse me. And soft tires. Okay, I was actually not expecting that, in fairness. This also helps Spicy a little bit get back into this race. Considering that he got screwed over on the first lap. So now it's Jinmin and Plebs that now retake the 1-2 spots. Data's back onto another set of mediums. In fairness, I don't know why he would have gone to that. I thought he would have gone to a set of hards. He even showed how quick he was on opposite compounds compared to Plebs and Jinbin too. Baxadell is also in. He's gone to a set of hards, so he's going for the one stop. Andre is onto a set of mediums again, but he has met the 2-tire requirement, so he won't have to worry about making another stop. Although he has crossed over the pit lane exit white line, that's definitely a warning. And has Banana been able to unlap himself? No, he has not been able to unlap himself. That's a big F for Banana. And for whatever reason, he has his battery on. Why do you have it on, Banana? Can you turn it off, please? You don't necessarily need it on. It's not like he's not an AI either. I don't think he is. He's definitely in control of the car. He does know he has it on, right? Right? Oh, whatever. Alright, well, top 3 have caught up. There's Dutchy, now he's caught up. This is going to be interesting with Lane and Dutchy because they're on soft tires now. I imagine they'll be very quick compared to these 3. Yeah, I'm a bit more baffled about Data not being on the hards, and I could probably say the same for Dutchy too. Well, I mean, it's whatever they want. I just think I would have gone on the hard tire, but that's just me. And also considering how, like I said, how Watch Data had fair pace, really good pace with Plebs and Jinbin when they were on softs and he was on mediums. As Banana turned off his battery. He still has it on. Why do you have it on still? Turn it off. Just turn off the battery. My guy, just turn it off. You don't need it on. Is he between? He's in between Lane and Dutchy, isn't he? Oh, yes, he is. That's one thing that's gonna make Lane a little bit teed off. The fact that not only he's got Banana in between him and Dutchy, he's also using battery as well for whatever reason. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, so we started with 17, and we're down to 12 cars. Literally everyone can score points if they can keep their damn cars on the road. And the safety car is coming in this lap. A pretty late call, but at least it's not over by where the pit lane is. I guess I could say. Jesus, and the whole field was nearly running into each other there. Alright, so Jinmin will leave the field this time around. We'll see how his restart is. He's just crawling about. Not really trying to hold them up, it seems. It looks like he wants to get going now. And yeah, that's a... Oh, he slowed down. He was going, and then he slowed down. I don't think that's allowed, what he just did there, and we're back in a green. I don't think that was allowed, what he just did right there. His yellow is out as well. Data to the inside of Dutchy overtakes him. He's up to 3rd now, Dutchy. Someone spun in the background. I think that might have been Bags Liddell, I believe, or Slammer. Something happened with those two. Well, either way, Dutchy's in the lead. Or not the lead. He's in third. Goodness me. That a Murrayism. Yeah, he went around the outside of Data, heading up towards the first corner. Using the full grip of the soft tire. Spicy now overtakes I Love Control. Oh, his I Love Control has a big lockup. Saw the plumes of tire smoke from that Mercedes-Benz. He really mashed the brake pedal there for sure. Alright. What does Dutchy do here in this situation? He's got soft tires. He wants to make the full use of them. And he's all over the back of Plebs as they make their way up towards turn 14. He's looking to the inside. Dives it in deep. Oh, but a bit of a wiggle there. He gets through, though. He's now into second place. His next target for him will be Jinbin in the McLaren. Roscoe overtakes All Love Control as well. He's up into 7th place. That happened at turn 16 and 17. Well, very interesting race start there. We've got third, but man, Dutchy really making up the spots. He's made up a couple of them already after the first safety car restart lap. He's now closing in rapidly on Jinbin. Oh, but he had a moment there at turn 1, using all the curb. He needs to get by that McLaren quickly as Bags Liddell goes into the pits. So he must have suffered some damage from whatever happened to him on the restart. Jinbin covers the inside, and Dutchy doesn't really bother turning on the battery, which is fair enough. Really hard on the brakes there from Dutchy. He's got all the mechanical grip in the world to use as well on that. That's a Martin! Oh, jeez. Maybe don't go too hard, I'd say. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Nice little air shot, by the way. Here's Lane Everingham as well. I nearly couldn't even say a word out of my mouth there for a brief moment. Lane, though, is not far away from this battle either, but he's about, he's up under a second behind. Dutch, can he make the move? No, he's not close enough. And up towards 15. Now to 16, 17. This Aston Martin is looking extremely racy. Underneath the grandstand, up towards now turns 20 and 21. By this time about, the next lap will be the time the next lap will be where we will enable DRS. That's what I was going for. And look at that, DRS is now enabled again. Dutchy has got less than half of the battery remaining, but he's got grippy, soft compound tires. He needs to make the full use out of it through turn 5. He's going to have DRS this time, and he's turning on the juice. But will he have enough to close up? He's closing in. He's going to look to the right-hand side. Brake steep, though. Jinbin, oh, he parks the bus into turn 7, though. Bit similar to how he got defended by Plebs a few laps ago. I think that was fair for what he did. Dutchy just trying to go around the outside, just could not find a way by. And he threw the Singapore lane up towards now the Anderson Bridge we go. Dutchy, not close enough. Can he get all the traction out of the exit of the hairpin? He's close and he's got DRS, but can he make the move out of turn 13? He's looking to the right hand side. No, he's not close enough, but can he fake off the McLaren? McLaren's not phased at all. Stays behind. Well, though these two, it's a little bit losing ground to Jinbin and Dutchy. Lane, though, is not far away either, but he needs to get within that 1 second range if he wants a semblance of DRS. Dutchy pushing hard, Jinbin pushing hard. Round the final corner, back onto the main straightaway. Can Dutchy find a way by against the McLaren? No, not here, not close enough. Through 1, 2, 3. Trying to utilize every ounce of the mechanical grip. Jinbin, though, doing a great job to defend. Can he get a good run here out of turn 5? No, he can't! He spins! Oh, no! Spins out at turn 5. Loses 3 spots because of that. Data now overtakes Plebs. He's now up to 2nd place. Dutchy drops down from 2nd. He's down to 5th. Oh dear, what a shame. But Dutchy just pushed a little too hard and spins out. Just the car gave up on exit, and yeah, just like that, spins. I don't think he suffered any damage, from what I can tell. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. But still got plenty of racing to go. That's the thing he needs to remember. You still got plenty of racing to go. Anything can happen. Oh, that is such a heartbreak for sure. Alright, Data. He's within a second of Jinbin, so he will get DRS to at least help him. But he's low on battery. You can tell from the dash. He's about 25%, I believe that is. Yep, just about 25%. Alright. With turns 1, 2, and 3 we go. Nice traction by Data. As they make the way around turn 5. DRS open for the Mercedes. Close it in. Mercedes power versus Mercedes power here. Not close enough though for the base Mercedes car to get close up on the customer car. That is a good question, Daniel. I do not know. Dutchy is a very lucky boy. All of control and Andre keeps the spot ahead of all of controller. Jinbin trying to find the traction there. He got a nice exit there out of the hairpin. Jinbin. Oh, that might be a bit late moving under braking, I reckon, there from Jinbin. That looked a bit late. Looking at that onboard from Washed Outa's car, or onboard, sorry. And Dutchy has shot himself in the foot even more. A 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Through these cascade of corners here. Here we go. McLaren versus Mercedes. Jinbin covers the inside and pulls back onto the racing line. Interesting little lines there, but he cuts the track there a little bit there at turn 2. Doesn't phase Data at all. Up to turn 5, deep on the brakes. But Jinbin gets a very nice exit at turn 5. Pulls away just a little bit. Yeah, that's just game physics, Daniel. That's game physics. Oh, Data looking to the inside at turn 9. Can he make the move? No, he can't, but he's going to have a nice run out of that turn, heading up to turn 10. To the inside, it's the Singapore Sling. He gets it done. What a move from Washed Data. My goodness. How on earth did he pull that off? You do not ever see overtakes happen there too often. What a brilliant overtake. He was looking for the move at turn 9. Didn't really make it work, but he had a very good run up to the Singapore Sling. He got it done to the inside and made it work. What a brilliant move. That's ballsy if I've ever seen one. Now Jinbin can at least keep up with Data. Entering lap 31 of 61, 31 laps to go here in Singapore. Dachi, oh, not close enough to attack Lane. He is all over him. Lane is also, if I can see this correctly, the only PlayStation player in the top 5. The rest of them are PC. Alright, here he comes. Stay with DRS. I don't think there's much Lane can do about that. Lane tries to cover the inside, but he backs out. And Dachi now moves into 4th place. Data, though, is really putting up the juice. He's got nearly a second in hand to Jinbin. Does Jinbin have DRS to close up? No, he doesn't. Set to 1 yellow flags. That's Bags Liddell. Spinning out turn 5. Has he got end plate damage as well on that car? No, not from what I can see. Oh, Jinbin's made a mistake, I just noticed. 1.2 seconds was the gap. It's now 3.1. He's lost 2 seconds to Wash Data. And Plez is now closed up a little bit more. Alright, well here we go. Up towards now turn 1 we go. The one thing I actually haven't mentioned too much lately, Spicy though, he's in 6th place, but looking at the gap, Vasili's left the session, he could still be in somewhat of a position maybe to get up towards the front. Not by pace, but by strategy at least. Because I think he can carry those tires to the end. I don't think he'll have to make another stop. I think those tires will look fine. But he just needs to maintain some pace and not make a mistake. The gap right now between himself and Dada is, well, it's about 10 seconds. He doesn't want to go about 20 seconds behind. If he does, that's going to spell a bit of trouble for Spicy. Because Dada has to pit again. We all know that. Because he's on a 2-stop strategy. Yeah, I think for what Dada's gonna do, he's gonna do a medium soft. So probably by the time we reach about 15 laps to go, something like that, he'll get back onto a set of soft tires and carry them to the end of the race. That probably makes sense why a lot of drivers did not even go out for their laps on soft tires. They wanted to save those tires, which is smart as well, considering how the soft tire is around a track like Singapore. Yeah, because you only get, well, depending on what your allocation is, if it's a balanced one, I know it's, you get 3 sets of softs and a set of mediums, and if it's, you know, the softer side, you get 4 sets of softs, which is something we used to have when the game first came out. And then we had the harder allocation, which was 3 softs and a hard, or 2 softs and a hard, and medium. Oh no, I think it was 2 softs, a medium, and a hard. I think, if I remember correctly. And yeah, Jinbin is losing ground to Dada. Yeah, considering that Dada is on 8-lap younger tires compared to Jinbin, who is on 18. Well, yeah, he's on 18-lap old mediums. Dada's on 10-lap old mediums. So yeah, it's about 8-lap difference. Yeah, so it's also another reason why Dada's got better pace. And also, meanwhile, Dachi is now back on the back of Plebs. looking to make up any sort of ground after that little spin he had at turn 5. Oh, and he nearly had a moment there. In the middle of turns 22 and 23. Through 1, 2, and 3 we go. Lap 34 of 61. Dutchy, can he find a run? He's got DRS. Not using battery though. But he won't be close enough though to attack. Which is fair enough. Although he won't really have that mechanical grip that he had when we had the restart. Slammer, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Roscoe on though is trying to keep tabs with Spicy though. But Roscoe, I know, will have to make another stop. And like I mentioned, I don't think Spicy will have to make a stop. I think he can carry those tires to the end of the race. Let's see, the gap right now between Spicy and Dada is 13.8 seconds. That gap has also been steadily increasing. Plebs goes in. Really? 20 laps on those tires. Interesting. Alright, so he's pulling the plug. He's had enough of those tires. I see Mercedes crew out and about as well. I'm guessing there'll be some stops coming soon. What is Plebs going on to? Another set of medium tires. That should be enough of a distance to get them to the end of the race from here, I think. Alright, so Jinbin's got to respond to this, surely. Jinbin right now has a 5.4 second deficit to Wash Data. Plus right now is about 10th place, but he's got clear traffic. He's got no traffic, he's got no traffic in front of him, so he's got clear air. That's what I meant to say. Which is a good thing for his sake. But yeah, no, he's gonna have to respond here, Jinbin, right now. And I think Dutchy and Lane will have to do something soon as well. I think in the next couple of laps, those two have got to get off the soft tires and get onto whatever tire they want to use, which I would assume will be mediums. Dutch nearly had a moment there, you saw there at turn 19. Jinbin continues to stay out for another lap. Fair enough. We'll wait and see what he does here. It looks like the tires aren't too bad. At least I don't think. No, they don't look too bad. I have to do that just so I can see the left side tire. Gives me a better indication, really. IMO, but yeah. Into the pits goes Slammer as well. He's getting off of those tires. What is he going to go on to? A set of hard tires and a front wing change. Yeah, for the strategy, I guess. Alright. Half a second separating between Spicy and Roscoe Arm. The Slammer now comes out of the pits. He is just behind Bags Liddell. Gonna have to be careful though, he's on cold, hard tires. They will definitely not be up to their optimal temperature. See, Spicy's gap between himself and Dada is now 16.7 seconds. Jinbin is in. He went a lap longer than what I expected him to. But he's in the pits now. Alright. I assume this will be another set of medium tires for the McLaren. Yes, it is. Memes on the car and away he goes. But on a 3-second penalty. Keep your eye on the Alfa Romeo. He's just... Oh, he's a long way behind than I imagined. Alright, here comes Jinbin. Plebs not too far away. Sets fastest lap. He'll have a few warmer tires. There's the McLaren, and there he is out of the pit lane. Plebs is now much closer to Jinbin. He's on a fresher set of tires, or warmer set of tires. Jinbin's tires are cold. And Plebs has got DRS. Jinbin will cover the inside, but I don't think there's anything he can do about this. Oh, but he's going to try to control alongside on cold tires. Plebs on the inside, locks up. Oh, that's a squeeze. Jinbin, though, trying to fight it off. Oh, contact as well. Jinbin holds the spot. Amazing. Plebs a little bit of weave. I don't think he was too pleased from what he's had to deal with there. Bit of an aggressive driving there from Jinbin, especially on cold tires nonetheless. They came out of the pit side by close to one another. Plebs had DRS on him. He was ahead of him going into turn 7, but then Jinbin tried to brake later so that he wouldn't lose the spot. Kind of forced Plebs off the track a little bit. Alright, well meanwhile, Dada right now has a 10-second lead, a 10.5-second lead over that, over Dutchy. Lane Everingham in third, followed by Spicy. Then Roscoe Arm, Andre, Olaf Controy, and then Jinbin and Plebs. Bags Adele, a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Put up the leader interval just for a little bit. Right now the gap is 32 seconds between Jinbin and Dada. He was about 6 seconds behind, if I remember correctly, when he was entering the pit lane, Jinbin was. Yeah, if the Ray's going, he's not really in a position to get Dada. He has to put up crazy lap times, really, if he wants to get him. And Spicy now is on the back of Lane Everingham. Spicy has got all the battery in the world at his disposal. Nearly about 90% at least. 87% is what he's got. So close, yeah, like I said. Alright, so what is he going to do here then? Does Lane fight this off, or does he do... Nope, he's not going to fight. He's just going to the pit lane. Alright. Spicy now takes third. Roscoe takes fourth. Roscoe, though, we'll say, is still trying to keep pace. Even though he will have to make another stop. Definitely the tires are not going to make it. Yellows are out. All of controller spun at turn 3 as he revs the car out. Jesus Christ. He's trying to get the car going and he was just revving the hell out of the engine. I guess trying to find traction, or I don't know. Whatever he was doing. Alright, underneath Harrison Bridge we go. 21.2 seconds. The gap's still increasing between Dada and Spicy. Dada right now is coming through underneath the freeway bridge. I don't think he'll be pitting just yet. Yeah, we saw the drivers that were on the medium tires pit around lap 20 or 21, or in terms of the tire life, I should say. Yeah, so I'm guessing Dada will either he probably will be pitting the next couple of laps, I imagine. Dachi, meanwhile, still continuing to stay out. Jinbin sets fastest lap with a 40.493. He right now is currently 29.2 seconds behind our current race leader. He's making his way up to turn 5. Alright. So let's see, the closest battle we've got on track at the moment is just Spicy, Roscoe Arm, and then, yeah, Jinbin and Plebs. Pretty much. But Roscoe really hasn't really been fighting. He hasn't really been fighting Spicy, let's just face it. He's just been following. That's all he's been doing. Still amazed that Dachi's still staying out. He's done 17 laps on those tires. And yeah, those tires are just off the cliff at this point. Oh, and nearly the car itself. Jesus. Nearly lost control. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on the leader until 22.9 seconds between Spicy and Dada. Yeah, the reason I'm keeping an eye on that is just because I feel like that's something we'll have to look at, because yeah, Dada is going to be coming in soon because he has to. He will have no choice. He went from mediums to mediums, so yeah, he's either going to have to stretch those tires to go to the softs. He has to go for like another. Well, he could go on to them on lap 45 or 46 as Jinbin overtakes Andre. That's for 5th, and getting out of the way, that was Banana. Plebs now also overtakes Andre at the Singapore Sling for 6th place. 24 seconds is the margin between Spicy and Dada. That's the gap between leader and 3rd. I think what Roscoe's doing, he's doing what Dada is gonna do. Stretch those tires for a while until he's capable enough to go onto a set of softs. That'll be in the next few laps. Dada is still staying out, of course. Dachi's still staying out. Okay, so he's going to go onto the softs as well. That's what his game plan is. He wants to stretch the softs as much as he can, get onto them, and then, go onto another set of soft tires. Oh, I think, did Roscoe just hit the wall there? At the exit of turn 3. I think he just did. Didn't really cost him time though. Fairness. And also, if you think about this, a mathematics situation. Oh, Jinbin's going to the outside! Oh, he tried on Roscoe Arm, but he couldn't find the move there at turn 8. They'll try to get a run there at turn 9. He's right on the back of the Alpha Tauri. No, he's not close enough. And he threw the Anderson Bridge. We'll head up towards down. Turn 13 down the inside of turn 13 goes the McLaren. Can he make the move done? No, he cannot. Can he try a 40? Oh, that's a bit tight. No, he was. That wasn't going to work. He's tried, but he just cannot find a way by. He knows the situation is that if he does not get by these two, he's going to lose time to Dada. Jinbin is just weaving about. He's just showing his frustration is what he's doing. That's why he's doing that to Roscoe. Here he comes again. Not close. Tags the back of the AlphaTauri. Through turn 3 we go. They're both out of juice. Through turn 5. Can he get a good run here? He is all over this AlphaTauri. Literally on the back of him. Up towards now turn 7 we go. Can he go for it? He's going for it to the outside. Roscoe forces him off. Up to turn 8. He'll have the inside. Roscoe turns in. He can't make the move done there. Not yet at least. Roscoe stays ahead. Parks the bus at turn 9. And Roscoe stays in front. He covers and blocks them there at turn 10. Blocking contact everywhere they go. Barging and bang. Elbows out. Oh, dearie me, as Roscoe nearly hits the wall at turn 12. Jinbin's not giving. Outside he goes. Squeezing. Contact. Then damage to the McLaren. Oh my goodness me. He's got no front wing. And, oh, he breaks deep and, yeah. Resets the track as well. That's a penalty coming your way. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Just crazy. Daci's now finally in the pits. That was very interesting to see indeed. So Jinbin will have to go back into the pit lane. Roscoe is now in. And yep, Jinbin is in as well. Well, at least they provide a little bit of entertainment. Roscoe's going for a new front wing. Maybe he got damaged from when he was battling out with Jinbin. Soft tires for Daci again. Same with Roscoe. Jinbin onto a set of hards. Why? He didn't necessarily need to do so. And look who's close to one another. Spicy and Plebs. Not close enough though for Plebs to attack. Into turn 10. Through 11, 12. And Plebs send it here. He's gonna go for a bit of a switcheroo. Get the traction. He's got DRS. He's really on the back of the Red Bull. Spicy though stays in front. Not close enough. Sparks flies underneath the Alfa Romeo. Through these cascade of corners of turn 16, 17, 18, and 19 we go. And Dada continues to stay out for at least another lap. Like I said, he has to pit for new tires. Spicy's give in. He's not going to go for it all the way on those hards. He's in the pit lane. And Plebs now takes second place. Plebs is now going to have to really push. Oh, front wing change. That's why. A front wing change for Spicy. That explains it all. He didn't really give up. He had no choice. And because of that, Plebs is now in second. He's ahead of his rival. And by this rate, he's going to get the championship. Alright. Dada's out of the race! He's crashed out! That's at turn 14! Safety car, I think, has come out! You're kidding me! The race leader, who was 28 seconds in front of Plebs, is out of the race! You have got to be kidding me! He's crashed out at turn 14! How has he done that? I couldn't tell what exactly happened because no cars were around him. Oh my goodness, this has changed everything completely. And the safety car is out for the second time. Plebs is gonna be loving this. Spicy has got to be absolutely dejected at this point. Plebs stays out. Wow. Unbelievable. The race leader, who had a comfortable margin. He had to make his pit stop. He was going to go to the stock tires. It would have at least given him the race win. He's cost himself at turn 14. He's out of the race. An unbelievable scenes here in Marina Bay. Soft tires for Andre. Dutch stays out. He's on fresh softs. He doesn't need to go onto another set of tires. Unbelievable. I just want to know what happened, though. How did he blow a 28-second lead and crash out at 14? How has he done that? Oh my giddy aunt. It has changed literally everything here. I cannot believe what I'm seeing in front of my face. I'm still in awe. You know, it's funny though. Our beloved commentator Lane Everingham commentated a race a few seasons ago at Singapore. And there was this guy by the name of G-Force Swaggy. He had a very comfortable margin of like, I don't know, what was it, like 15 seconds at Singapore. And Lane could not believe what happened because during the later part of the race, about maybe around this point, of course it wasn't a full 100% race, it was 50%, it was Pacific Tier 1. When we were at the dying stages of the race leader G-Force Swaggy crashed out when he had a very comfortable margin. This is what it's similar to. Dada had a 28-second lead. He blew that absolutely completely out the window. Although Plebs and I Love Controller, I think, are in a bit of trouble here. The cascade of soft tires behind them. Dutchy, we saw how quick he was when he tried to fight Dada. And when he tried to fight Jinbin as well. He was very quick. Yeah, you definitely did. How did you do it though, Dada? What happened to you? How did you crash out at 14 like that? If you're in the mood. I mean, if you're not, I guess I can understand. I think Banana was given permission. Nope, never mind. He disqualified himself for pass to the safety car. Drive-through penalty as well. They might have done that on purpose. Wasn't paying attention. Well, Banana is gone. He has disqualified himself for just... I'm guessing he wasn't given... the safety car was never giving him the green light to overtake him. Overtake the safety car. Well then. Yeah, that's the thing about endurance races. Like these sort of races, you have to really be full concentration. Oh, you hit the wall at a wrong angle. Oh wait, let me guess what happened. So you must have hit the wall maybe at entry, the left side wall, and then probably the car understeered it into the tire barrier. Ah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Wow. That's very unfortunate, though. Very unlucky. Alright. Well, whilst we take a breather, I guess, let's run you through the order. Plebs leads the way. He's on mediums, 13 lap old mediums. Oil Left Controller is on 25 lap old hard compound tires. Everyone else behind is on softs. Dutchy, Spicy, Roscoe Arm, Andre, Lane, Jinbin, Slammer, and Bags Liddell. I just cannot believe what I just saw, though. Yeah, it was just pretty much me waffling some stuff. We had drama a little bit at the start. A little bit towards over the midway point, and definitely gonna get some more now for what it seems. Safety car is now coming in this lap. 10 cars left. And we're going to have about 23 laps left in this race. The pure insanity we're probably going to see here. Hopefully for the viewers' sake, but hopefully nothing too reckless. That's the main thing. Nothing reckless. Just get through this. Alright. Plebs is on 13 lap old mediums. Controller, 25 lap old hards. Everyone else behind him is on fresh set of softs. When will the Alpha go? He looks like he's going. He's going now. And we're back. Under green here again, here in Marina Bay. Down the inside comes Dutchy into the first corner. Can he get by the Mercedes? As the Mercedes goes off the track, Dutchy now overtakes the Mercedes. Same with Spicy and Roscoe Arm. They overtake him as someone has spun. That's Jinbin. He has spun at the exit of turn 3. Now Dutchy, can he close up on Plebs? Spicy isn't far away either. Roscoe Arm is also not far away either. Andre, trying to look to the inside, cannot make the move there at turn 7. And a bit of a lock-up as well there from Oil Left Controller. Same with the plume of tire smoke. We can get rid of the later graphic, actually, the later intervals. Up towards now, turn 10 we go. Through the Anderson Bridge. Dutchy is right on the back of Plebs. Spicy needs to get by Plebs in order to keep this championship fight alive for at least one more round, as Jinbin goes for another spin at the Anderson Bridge this time. And up towards now turn 16 and 17 we go. No DRS yet. He'll be enabled in the next couple of laps. Dutchy though has the mechanical grip. Same with Spicy. Same with everyone else that's behind on the soft compound tire. But they must... they have to get by him as quickly as they can. Plebs is not going to have the pace of those softs. Here we go. Begin lap 50 or 61. Here comes the Aston Martin to the inside. He looks, but he doesn't commit to the move. Not close enough. He gets the run though out of turn 3. He's looking to the inside, turn 5. He looks, contact. Plesner stays in front. Yellow flags are out. That's for Jinbin again. Dutchy, can he make the move here to turn 7? We go. Breaks deep. Looks to the outside of Plebs. He now takes the lead. What a move. Spicy moves to the inside. There's contact between the two cars. Dutchy now takes the lead of the race. Plebs, though, is going to have his championship rival all over him as they make their way up towards now the Singapore Sling. 12 more laps left in this race. Spicy, can he make a move? No, and he's not close enough. He's got more grip. He must utilize that grip as well. Heading up towards now turn 14. Plebs is going to be a sitting duck to his rival and Roscoe. Meanwhile, the Dutchy is starting to pull away. He's got a 3-second penalty though, remember, so he has to pull a 3-second margin to the cars behind him if he wants this race win. Spicy trying to push, not close. Up towards now turns 22, 23. Plebs runs wide. And here comes Spicy. Up to turn 1, 2, and 3. DRS is enabled now. They can use the assistance of the rear wing. And he is within a second. Less than that, obviously. It's 2.5 tenths is the margin. DRS open. Battery deployed. Can Spicy move ahead of Plebs? Here he comes. He's looking. Oh, but he doesn't commit to the move. Not close enough. Good question. What if Plebs did box for softs? He would have been in a better spot. I thought he should have there for a brief moment. Spicy. Oh, he cannot find a move there. Dutchy is pulling more. Oh, Spicy spun! He's hit the wall. He's out of the race. That's it. Championship's done there. Right there. That's the championship. It's done. Spicy spins in the Anderson Bridge and is out of the race. That's it. Championship is done. Plebs is now champion. Unbelievable. Spicy pushed way too hard going into the Anderson Bridge and spins out. Wow. Well, there we go. Plebs is your champion. Just like that. In the most unorthodox way. His rival crashing at the Anderson Bridge. Plebs goes in for softs now. And Dutchy still maintains the lead. That is incredible to see. What on earth have I been watching here at Singapore? I don't think I expected this sort of entertainment. My goodness. Absolutely chaotic is what I have to describe this race. We'll be waiting a bit on Jinbin because he is a little bit of ways behind. At least the fortunate thing for him is that he's still on the lead lap. Yeah, if I look at the race victories, the majority of them have either been by Spicy or Plebs, and Plebs has got the most out of anybody. Actually, no, Dada was the only non-Spicy Plebs victory, because he won at China. And Spicy has got to be absolutely gutted right now. Absolutely gutted. Within about 2/10 away was the fight for the championship for Spicy and Plebs. All Spicy had to do was overtake Plebs, and that would have kept the championship fight alive. And that ain't gonna happen anymore. Yeah, congratulations, Plebs. You are now Drivers' Champion of Formula Endurance. Slammer goes in for soft compound tires. What's Jinmin gonna do here, though? Is he gonna go on to a... Well, he's on hard tires. All of control is still staying out on those hard tires. He's been on those tires for 30 laps. Jinmin continues to stay out for at least another lap. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what the hell is this race. Full-blown chaos. Full-blown chaos. Oh, Dada's put in the clip of his DNF. Let's see this real quick here. Oh, nope, it's just. Oh, I thought it was his own clip. No, it's just the bit when I screamed at him saying he was out of the race. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like his own stream or something. Never mind that. Alright, Jinmin is now somewhat caught up. I think this now would be the time for him to go into the pit lane, because he's actually in a position where he can actually catch up. And yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. So he will go into the pits and get onto a set of soft tires. Alright, here we go. How many more laps of this can we take here at Singapore? Jinmin's onto 3-lap old softs. Oh, 9 cars left in the field. And, jeez, and we've got we'll have about 8 laps to go, I think. Once we get going again. You reckon Lane will win this, eh? Well, wait and see, anything can happen. Although, if Lane wins this, I know he'll be at on cloud 9. That's for sure. The scenes if the GOAT commentator of this league, Lane Everingham, wins the race here in Formula Endurance at Singapore of all places, because he doesn't like Singapore. He's mentioned that a few times. Wait and see. Alright, here we go. Safety car is back in again. Who's gonna win here at Singapore? We'll have 8 laps to go next time by. I think this will be pretty much a dash to the flag. I don't think we'll, unless we do get more incidents, I don't think there'll be another safety car coming out, but we'll see. Let's see where Dutchy goes. He's got the track position. He's got a penalty though. That's the one thing that's gonna hold him back. Alright, here we go. He's going, and we're going back under green here in Marina Bay Street Circuit. Plebs now draws alongside Andre as they make their way up towards the first corner to the inside, and Plebs now overtakes them. Up into 6th place already. He's now got to get by I Love Controller as they make their way up towards turn 5. It gets a better run. He's got the mechanical grip compared to the Mercedes-Benz. I Love Controller though. I don't think he's got much in him to fight off. Yep, backs off. He knows he's not his fight. Plebs now moves up into 5th place. Jinbin also overtakes Slammer for 8th place. Dutchy, Roscoe Arm. Right now is the 1-2 at the moment. Lane though is losing a bit of ground to the top 2. There's Bags, and there is Plebs, our champion-elect, to make the way around turn 13. Up to turn 14 we go. Can't really do too much here. You gotta stay behind as best you can. Actually, now Jimbin overtakes Andre. That's for 7th place. His next target is I Love Controller, just in front of him, who is on 32 lap old hard compound tires. Making the way around turn 20 and 21. Yeah, you can see the mechanical the grip difference. Jinbin looking for anything, can't find a way by as Dutchy sets fastest lap with a 140.072. Jinbin looking to the inside, and I Love Controller backs out of that. Oh, and he cuts all of the track there, Jinbin, at turn 2. But he manages to get by the Mercedes. He's up into 6. Meanwhile, though, Bags Adele, right on the back of the lane. Lane, though, is losing ground still to Roscoe Arm and Dutchy. Plebs looking for something here to the outside. He peeks but can't find anything. Through 9. To the Singapore Sling we go. Getting the little aerial shot here. Going over the Anderson Bridge. Oh, Plebs is really trying to push. Around turn 13. All of Controller's had an incident at the Anderson Bridge. He is spun. He drops all the way down to last place. Well, last of the running orders, I should say. 9/10 between Dutchy and Roscoe Arm. What Dutchy needs to do is get out of that DRS range of Roscoe Arm. Underneath the bridge, underneath the grandstand, now underneath the freeway bridge. And we'll begin lap 57 of 61 here at Marina Bay. Around the final corner now, Dutchy sets another fast lap, 140 exactly. As Jimin now beats that with a 39.2. Through turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 we go. DRS is now enabled again. Roscoe Arm gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Plebs down the inside of Bags Liddell. He moves up to 4th. Bags though is trying to fight back though. He gets a good run. Well, I don't know if he will have enough though to get him at turn 7. He looks to the outside. Plebs covers him off though. Going for the switcheroo. Up to turn 8. Bags, though, cannot find a way by. Next target is Lane Everingham. And Plebs also does not have a penalty to his name. And he's on faster, fresher, soft compound tires. 5 laps old. 6 laps younger than Lane's, 8 laps younger than Roscoe Arms and Dutchies. Right now the gap between himself and the leaders is 3.5 seconds. Through the 90-degree turns. Oh, as Lane missed the apex there at turn 16. You saw him have a bit of a wiggle there. Bags loses a bit of ground as well, I'm noticing as well. And Jinbin will be closing on him soon. It's about 3/10 separate between Bags and Jinbin. Through 22, 23, DRS for Plebs. I don't think there's much that Lane can do about this. Down the inside goes Plebs, up into 3rd. He now needs to get within 3 seconds of Dutchie to overtake him for the race win. He is going to have to drive like an absolute madman at this point. Up to turn 7 we go. Everyone flashing the red lights on the behind their cars, signifying that they're low on battery. Lane losing ground. He's not catching Plebs at all. The pace difference between those two, yeah, is pretty huge. Bags right to the back of Lane. Jinbin is right to the back of Bags as they make their way around turn 13. This could get a bit interesting here. 3.4 seconds right now is the distance between the race leader, Dutchie, and Plebs. Unless Plebs gets himself a 3-second penalty, that changes everything. Underneath the grandstand, up towards now turns 20 and 21. 3.1 seconds. Now is the margin between Plebs and Dutchie. He's just about a 10th over what he needs to get. He's now within that now. Jinbin looking to the outside. Bags has DRS in with Jinbin, not close enough for anything to happen here at turns 1 and 2 and 3. Up towards now turn 4 and 5. I think Bags made a slight error there. He lost a bit of ground. Plebs is now under 3 seconds. He's now within the distance to get Dutchie for the win. Here comes Bags to the inside of Lane. He's not close enough. Oh, but Jinbin's got to run here at turn 8. Going for the switchback. He's got fresher tires as well compared to Bags. Bags covers him off. Again, the switchback from Jinbin. Up towards now turn 10. He now overtakes him into 5th, but Bags is not giving up here. No, he's not close enough. Does Bags go for it at the hairpin? He's going for it to the inside. Contact. Contact between the two. Oh, and Bags spins into the wall. Oh, dearie me. Losing control, the exit of turn 13, and he's got a destroyed front wing. In fact, none of it at all. Probably doubted. That move that the Singapore Sling you did was absolutely cool, I will admit. Alright, 2 seconds. The margin between Plebs and Dutchie. He's now within DRS range of Roscoe Arm. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there from Roscoe Arm. Around turn 5. DRS open again for Plebs. Look at the overspeed he's got carrying down that straight. And Roscoe doesn't even bother fighting it. Plev's now back on a mission, pretty much. They will get Dutchy anyway, on penalties. Unless he gets a penalty of his own, but knowing Plevs, definitely won't be the case. Bags goes into the pit lane. And comes back out. Gets a new front wing. What a shame for Bags. Yeah, spinning out there at turn 13, losing control. Whilst he was starting to get his elbows out on Jinbin. Through the 90-degree turns. Next time by will be the final lap of this race. Oh, is Roscoe on? Nearly had a slide. My goodness, he had a slide and a half at the exit of turn 18. Alright, final lap. Here we go. It's just 6/10. Elaine Everino gives himself a 3-second penalty. And Jinbin now overtakes Lane for 4th place. No, in Lane though, he'll probably be happy where he is. And here comes Plebs yet again. DRS open. Although he doesn't need to do anything reckless. Not in a position to overtake Dutchy. Oh, but there is contact. Just slight contact. Around turn 9, up towards turn 10 we go. 3/10 is the margin. And now up towards the Anderson Bridge. Plebs keeping the car well under control. Dutchy. All he can hope for is just the podium. That's all he can hope for. Had he not got a 3-second penalty, I think he would have held off Plebs for the race win. Plebs just needs to get through at least another 5 more turns, and he's got victory yet again. Not only will we get the race win, but like I mentioned, after Spicy's crash, championship has been sealed. Around the final turn, Dutchy will cross the line first, but he will not claim victory. It's going to be Plebs who takes victory here at Singapore and also becomes our driver's champion for Formula Endurance. Dutchy gets 2nd, Roscoe Arm will take 3rd, and Jinbin will take 4th. Lane Abraham will finish in 5th, followed by Slammer, Andre, I Love Controller, and Bags Liddell, who is trying to go for fastest lap, although he is catching. He's catching I Love Controller. Oh, that might hamper fastest lap attempt, I'm gonna guess. The fireworks go out here in Singapore. Can Bags get fastest lap? He does. He does get the fastest lap. Gets 9th as well, so at least he'll get an extra point. And Lane Ram, driver of the day. That's actually deserved because he started from 17th. Getting 12 spots, and yeah, he finished 5th. But this is the man of the hour. Plebs not only gets another victory here, like I mentioned, he is now your driver's champion of Formula Endurance. Well done. Six wins to his name. What a fantastic season he had in this championship. Spicy did all he could to fight him off, but just Plebs was just the better driver. And there are your unofficial results for the Singapore Grand Prix. Plebs wins it here in Marina Bay tonight. Dutchy claims 2nd, Roscoe Arm in 3rd, followed by Jinbin, Lane Everingham, Slammer, Andre, I Love Control, Bags Liddell are classified as they are. Outside of that, we got Spicy, Spicy has got to be wretchedly heartbroken at this point. That spin at the Ayrton Bridge. Yeah, I have to feel from that. And Dada as well, who was having a very good race. Had a comfortable margin. But whatever happened at turn 14, just, yeah. Just throw away the win. Outside of that, we got Steely, Mash, Rushing, Broke Vegan, Dan the Racer, and Banana, who also disqualified himself for overtaking the safety car. Wow. Unbelievable that was. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh. Well, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it in the last round, but if I don't, it's been one hell of a season that I've commentated so far in Formula Endurance. Although I wasn't really expected to do commentary. I only stepped in because they didn't have a commentator. I was going to be mainly reserve until the whole point, but whatever. But in the end, it was fun. Oh, my goodness me. But congratulations to Plebs. Drivers Champion for Formula Endurance. Well done. Just consistent. And yeah, never look back. Well done. Alright, well, I think that'll wrap it up here in Race Spec. So, one more race to go for Formula Endurance. The final round will be held at Abu Dhabi. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be back for commentary. If I am not, it's been one hell of a season, and I appreciate everyone that stuck with me through my time doing the commentary for this. Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, we'll see what happens for next week as far as streaming goes. But if I do come back, yeah, I'll do it for the last time. If I don't, it's been a pleasure. Anyway, congratulations to the Plebs, and take care. And we will see you next week at the Race Spec Circuit for the final round of the championship for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.